Good morning, back out on the hill. It's been a few months. Last time I was out was the 2nd of January. This is now the 12th of April. It's the end of a fortnight of unusually great weather, blue skies every day, and it's set to change later on tonight. I think the more unsettled weather is to return. So I've gone for a relatively local hill. It's one I can actually see from my commute to work, Stob Binnein, which is the peak that's next to Ben More. Normally, people will climb these from round about the Highlands area, but in this case I'm climbing it from Inverlochlarig, from the south approach. I've done this a few times and it's a really good day. So it's been a early start. Left the house just about 4:30 and it's just now 20 to 7. So just heading up this slope, which is the real hardest part of the day. And once that's completed, then it's a nice ridge walk up to the summit. But the views are fantastic. Looking round all the peaks at the top of the glen. Not a bad start to the day at all. Fine view up the glen. So I was last up here in September when I climbed Ben Tullachen, which is just over there in the centre. Well, that was entertaining. I thought I knew this route. I've been up here 3 times before and I set off. I was on a path. The path then seemed to peter out, but I thought I would just follow a minor, very faint path, which I think has actually been a sheep track. And could I get onto the path again? I knew where I had to get to, but I just couldn't pick up the proper path. But anyway, I'm going now for just about 50 minutes up the very steep slopes, and I have got back on to where I should have been. So no harm done. I think I took a far more direct route. I should have gone round more to the left rather than continuing up the hillside. But that's always the danger if you get yourself onto one of these sheep tracks and then before you know it, you're heading in not quite the right direction. I couldn't see anybody else ahead of me either, which might have helped to try and find the path, because it's quite steep, as you can see. But anyway, we're back on track. I don't think I've really lost much time, because whatever way you come up, it's a steep one. So onwards and upwards. What a lovely start to the day. A fine view down to Loch Foyle and Loch Doyne, with Inverlochlarig and Stob in the background. The first few times that I climbed Stob Binnein, I always did it from the north, combining it with Ben More. But I have to say, I far prefer the southern approach, because the views are just outstanding to the south, and it really opens up once you get onto the ridge. Stob Binnein too is the highest mountain this far south in the UK. Admittedly, it's just beaten by Ben More, a short distance to the north if you were to be up there, but it does mean that when you stand on the summit of Stob Binnein, there's nothing higher than you when you go south through the rest of the UK. I couldn't decide whether to come out today or not. We'd been away for a camp at the Red Squirrel last weekend with the family, and it was a nice relaxing weekend up there. And then back at work, weather was beautiful this week, absolutely outstanding. Cloudless blue skies every day. I cannot remember the last time when we had so many days with blue skies consecutively. The weather, as I say, is all set to change later today, and I think I was starting to procrastinate. I wasn't sure whether to go or not, because there was a chance that this morning the cloud could be coming in sooner, and I thought after all these lovely days that it'd be a shame to go up here and get cloud, even if it wasn't cloud on the summit, if there were cloudy skies. But I think we've been lucky, because the forecasts seem to be indicating that we should be okay till at least about lunchtime with cloudless skies, and it certainly started off that way. It was a beautiful drive up with lovely colours, as is the early morning light, pre-dawn colours, and it's certainly wall-to-wall sunshine at the moment, and it's not cold either, despite the fact it was half a degree and 1 degree in places on the way up. It's t-shirt weather up here, and it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So here we are, just reaching the ridge now. Not bad, not bad at all. So that's the summit away in the distance. Wind's starting to get up a wee bit now. To be fair, that was expected, but we're certainly making progress. As you can see, it has become very windy. That was the forecast, but I think it's stronger wind than I was expecting. So there definitely are signs of cloud starting to come in there from the west. I think we've got a couple of hours, hopefully, till it clouds over here. It looks like there's a bit of cloud up to the north as well. Out to the east towards Ben Lawyers, Loch Tay, which we're seeing there, it still looks good. In May 2021, I had a wild camp at this location just next to the Lochan. There was a lot more snow then than there is this year, but that's hardly surprising given the way the winter went. But it's a really nice wee spot, and it's not far now, as you can see, to get to the summit. Probably just about another half an hour, and behind there you've got Ben More over on the right. I'm just going to do Stob Binnein. I'm not going to try Ben More today. It was really just to get up high, enjoy the view and get back down before the cloud. So that's just coming up for 9:20. Left the car at about 6:40. So it was quite a quick ascent, even with my error at the beginning where I managed to lose the path. But I was hoping to get up for about 9:30, so it's all gone to plan. And what a view! It's a stunning 360. So we're starting off here. We've got Balquhidder and the Tarmacan Ridge coming, and Balquhidder, and then coming round. We've got on to Inverlochlarig and Balquhidder, then down towards Balquhidder, coming round towards, I don't know if you'll hear this, Balquhidder. And then we've got Balquhidder and Austrian. You can see the cirrus cloud starting to come in. And then over here you've got Balquhidder. And up towards, that'll be Austrian. Not Austrian, sorry, Balquhidder. The weather's definitely starting to change. There's cirrus cloud overhead now, and looking out to the west you can see that there's definitely a proper band of cloud coming. Just show you that. But it's definitely been worth coming up. I was not unsure whether to come out today or not. I'm glad I've come though, because I think the weather's just back to normal. I've got things on next weekend, so it might be a week or two before I can get back out, and it would have been a shame to have missed this, even if it did mean an early start. So it's been great to revisit Stob Binnein. If I come back up next time, I'll try and not lose the path at the start and make it hard for myself. But it's a superb viewpoint. As I said earlier, there's nothing higher than this if you head south through the whole of the UK, and you know that you've got a panoramic 360-degree view from the top over the southern Highlands into the central Highlands into Perthshire, and it really is very rewarding. And things like this Lochan too, which you pass on the way if you come up from the south from Inverlochlarig, it's just an added bonus. So I hope you've enjoyed the film. I know content has been rather scarce in the last while. I will try and get more done, but life's just complicated at the moment between work and elderly parents and family responsibilities, and of course the weather, which ultimately dictates when you can and can't go as well. But I will post from time to time, and remember you can still follow me on Instagram, and I do post outdoors photographs and sunrises, sunsets, things like that on there regularly when I'm out for local adventures from home. As I said also at the beginning of this video, that I see Stob Binnein from cycles when I go from the house, and I see it on the way to work when it's a clear day. So you feel quite attached to this hill, and it's good to have returned. I'll catch you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Oh, and remember, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and then you can keep up to date with further adventures. A few years ago, if you look back through the videos, you would find the wild camp that we did at this spot in May 2021 when there was more snow, and it was a lovely sunset and sunrise. Thanks again. See you in the next adventure. So the good news is I've managed to find the path for the last section of the walk. I really wasn't far from the path on the way up, so I'll turn you around, and if you can see that there's a large boulder just down about here. So I came up past that boulder looking for the path, just could not see it, but as you can see the path is here. So I think if you are coming up from the car park, just make sure that you bear slightly more to the west. Do not head for the large boulder, but head further west and you should pick up the path again, because it would probably have made it a bit easier. Although I don't think I really lost much time, because it was quite a direct route, but as you can see the slopes are quite steep here, so it gives you your early morning exercise. Further update about the path. I now see where it went wrong. So looking down here at the car park, when you come out of the car park you have to turn to the right and you go a long, very short distance, and then you come to a metal gate which you come through, which is near that telegraph pole, but you now must come back to the stream which runs down to the car park, and if you do that then you will not get onto the wrong path. There's a stream also when you do go through the gate, and my mistake was I followed that stream, but you need to follow the stream that comes down in line with the car park. So it just means when you start off, after you're through the gate, turn west, go to your left, and within about a minute you'll be on the path. Hope that helps.